repeat after me. Before you drink, repeat after me.
Before you drink.
I,
Gaetano
Juko Kagwa.
I, Gaetano Juko Mulangira Kagwa.
Do hereby promise.
Do hereby promise. What am I saying?
That I will always.
That I will always.
Respect and listen.
Respect and listen.
To the decisions and choices.
To the decisions and choices.
Of Marcus. From one Arsenal fan to a Man U fan.
I die.
Continue, please, and finish.
No, I can never finish that sentence.
Can you give me my props then? He says, you do it your way. Yeah, so you make it in my way, but you refuse. Okay.
No. I'm going to drink.
When you're beaten fair and square, accept.
No, I'm going to drink my beer because it tastes nice, not because of that nonsense. Please repeat after me. I, Marcus K.
I, Marcus K.
Hereby. Acknowledge. That even though. The table. Has been shifting places. Only one team remains at the top of the table.
Because it starts with A. Only reason. We are coming.
People have talked badly, but we're there, still on top.
No, but I'm telling you, even me as a Man U fan, we better not lose our next game because guys have talked to Popo. Anyway, I wish them well. Speaking of the Premiership, in the UK they have a new Prime Minister, female.
Yes, Liz Truss.
Yeah.
Liz Truss is now the 15th Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
And the way they call it there is the Queen's 15th Prime Minister.
Oh, the Queen's 15th Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm assuming that there were other Prime Ministers when it was the King. But this Queen's Prime Ministers, they're 15.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, she's the third female Prime Minister?
Yes. There was the Iron Lady.
Margaret Thatcher.
Who did 11 years. 79 to 90. Then there was Theresa
May.
Who did, I think, 3 years,
about
2016 to 2019.
Yeah.
And then now
Liz Truss.
Liz Truss.
You know, what's interesting is that, so there's another Liz Truss, but her name is Liz Trussell. Trussell. She opened a Twitter account in 2009 and she used the handle Liz Truss. That was in 2009. So world leaders have been congratulating
Liz Trussell.
Liz Trussell of Liz Truss, who is not the real one, saying congratulations, you in Sweden.
And let me guess, she has also been saying,
she has been responding. Thank you very much indeed.
Prime Minister Simanyi, President of Ukraine. You are welcome.
She has been responding in funny ways and funny words and funny sentences. She was saying, I cannot wait to meet the Queen and blah, 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 blah. And people were like, wow, she's kind of cool. Kumbe. The real one.
It's a room paid somewhere in Birmingham.
So the fake one is Liz Truss on Twitter. It's her own thing. Now the real Prime Minister is Truss Liz, at Truss Liz.
Because the other one was already taken.
Yes, the other one was already taken.
But so what they do is they need to verify the PM quickly. Is she verified now?
Yes, that's what they
She needs to get the blue tick quickly.
Very true, actually.
Yeah,
but she has been responding in funny lines. Let me read to you one of them, for example. She was talking about meeting the Queen Elizabeth, and she put there that I'm getting ready to meet another Liz.
Elizabeth.
And guys are like, whoa, she's so cool.
Kumbe, you may find she didn't even graduate. No, but that's good. That's good. We congratulate Liz Truss.
She even put, looking forward to a visit soon. Get those meatballs ready, when she was responding to another world leader. Guess what? This is a cool PM.
Verify your Twitter handles, you world leaders, please. This is how that's the only way we know we're dealing with the right person. Can we take this time now, because we have talked about it a lot, can we take this time now to close this subject once and for all and congratulate Samurai?
Ruto? Another world leader.
And we finish it. Congratulations, sir. I hope we're done congratulating. We're drinking.
Hey, but we have drunk to Ruto and those guys.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted us to put it to an end because we have really drunk for Kenyans.
He's the fifth president of the Republic of Kenya.
Ruto the fifth. He's called Ruto the fifth now.
Ruto the fifth.
His decision was unanimous. All 9 charges were squashed. Petitions.
Which I found very interesting. The fact that not a single petition charged.
They said Raila's case was filled with hot air. Wagamba Sharia.
Obade okuba doti. That's hot air.
Just you brought rubbish to
But
this.
they brought a whole truck
Yeah.
with evidence. Remember when the truck arrived to the courthouse?
They rubbished everything. Poor man.
What does this mean for him, man?
He's done. He's done.
Because you know that Ruto is going to be the president for the next 10 years.
At least.
No, it's going to happen. A sitting president.
At least 10 years.
But the constitution says.
Constitution is a moving object.
Their constitution is not like ours.
Boss, every constitution in the world is the same.
No.
It's a moving object.
5
Can
years.
we bet? We bet?
5 years.
We bet?
We bet.
Not what?
Ruto is not going to change that thing.
Okay,
the constitution of Kenya.
How much?
Why put money?
How much?
Boss, we can't even put 500,000 here.
Let's put 10 million. In fact, we have 10 years to make it. We have 10 years to make it.
No. I put 500,000.
It has to pain you.
The constitution of Kenya is so much more stronger than our constitution. Of course, ours.
No, it has just been changed the other day.
But it has stood the test of time in not short time.
Ours in a short time. How do you say stand the test of time in a short time? You hear yourself sometimes. It has just been happened. Yes, fair enough. It is a new constitution. Wait and see.
Okay.
Young power.
Hey.
Wait.
He calls himself the hustler, yeah?
Yeah.
The hustler president.
The chief hustler.
What I found very interesting is that when he was overwhelmingly chosen, not overwhelmingly, but by the courts, they said, you know, you're what? What I find interesting that when he gave his address to the public, he says, we are not petty. We are going to have open arms and unite the country in this divided time. We're going to do all of these things. And I thought that was really commendable of him to say. What I found really, really interesting is that Uhuru Kenyatta did not do the same.
Uhuru Kenyatta said, and I quote, let me read for you his words. Ngoja, ndikuidabti uti.
He said,
I will hand over power smiling because it's my constitutional duty to do so. But my leader is Baba Raila Odinga. End of quote.
How petty is that? You're the president.
So childish. But you know, can you imagine the counter that he got for that? He said, if that guy is indeed your president, at the very least, you should have delivered your county. You know, Raila lost in Uhuru's county.
Where you are supposed to get the most support because you are the president.
You can't even deliver your own county. And you're acting sad? Please, shut up.
Wow.
Get out of here.
Wow.
If I am standing, I am the incumbent. I have government muscle behind me. I have Uhuru muscle, Kenyatta muscle behind me. And I'm supporting this guy. And I can't even deliver in Gatundu, where I'm from. And Ruto beats you there. Yeah. You have no moral authority to talk about being sad.
This is so true. This is so true. I find it very interesting that you have a sitting president who would say something like that.
Because it's petty to say the least.
But in his defense, he did say, listen, we're going to hand over in due course as is needed. He said all the right things as far as that is concerned.
Yeah, but like, what are your options thereafter? You have gone to court, you have been beaten, hands down. So you're going to hand over power whether you like it or not. So don't tell me about what you're going to do constitutionally. You're going to do it anyway. But this one where you have an option to actually congratulate. Ruto said, and I quote also, he said, unfortunately, President Kenyatta has not seen it fit to congratulate me. Maybe he's a bit disillusioned, or maybe he's unhappy that I defeated his candidate. But that is the nature of politics. We move on.
And he did not even say Ruto's
name. He
said, I'm going to hand over to the next president.
Yes.
The next leader. He did not use the name William Ruto.
That was petty. And this is a guy who is going to get a lump sum money of 34 million Kenya shillings.
Who?
William Muigai, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta.
34 million what?
His retirement package.
Yes.
Listen carefully.
I'm listening.
Do you want to remove your, because if I tell you in Kenya shillings, you might not believe it. So I want to remove your calculator. Remove your calculator.
Okay.
When I give you a number, you put it in and multiply by 40. Okay, 39.
As in what?
To get Uganda shillings. Okay, so put 34 million.
34. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, 30, okay, 34.65.
34 million.
Okay, 34 million.
Yes.
That's how much?
That is in Uganda shillings. Hey!
1 billion.
1,078,698,000.
Okay, so
Jesus
he's
Christ.
getting
For
1 billion as a lump sum package.
Lump sum.
Is gone.
What your?
Monthly.
I put again.
Monthly. 1,155,000. 115.
1,115,5.
Then zeros.
How many zeros?
3.
Those are 4.
Those are more.
Done.
Go down.
35 million shillings.
Monthly till he dies.
Jesus is Lord.
I'm still coming.
Okay, you come. But don't come so fast.
Entertainment allowance, and we know the man likes to entertain.
He does.
216,000 monthly.
1,2,3. Done. 6,852,000.
Buri what?
Buri mansi.
Housing.
There's more.
I'm still coming.
Okay, you come some more.
332,000.
So kolinde. 332,000. 1, 2, 3. I put.
Yeah. The mega.
10 millions.
For a house he owns.
Jesus is Lord, man.
I continue.
There's more.
Utility allowance.
You put utilities,
332 also.
332.
Yeah, so now this is for power, water, what? House.
Again, another 10 million.
Another 10 million. There's the one for the house.
Then there's the one for
utilities.
Yeah. There's more.
Fuel.
Amafuta.
After.
Take
over where is he going? 216,000.
216,000. 6,854,000 per month.
Now, after that, he's also going to get fuel and medical for him and his wife. 2 new cars, engine capacity exceeding not 3,000 cc. 2 4-wheel drive vehicles, engine capacity not exceeding 3,400 cc. Office space, not exceeding 1,000 square meters. And they say bye to you. You have done the country well.
For your 10 years of service as president, as head of state.
And you can't afford to say, congratulations, William Ruto? That's too much to ask of you?
Wow. Wow. Oh, Marcus, one day I want to become president.
Some people.
Jesus Christ. And already don't forget, Uhuru Kenyatta is a very, very wealthy man.
By all means, all intents and
do you understand?
And has become wealthier in his 10 years. He went in wealthy, he has left wealthier. Anyway, so we wish them well.
Ruto gets sworn in on the 13th.
Yeah.
Do you know the cost of the ceremony?
$2 million, 200 million Kenya shillings.
200
million Kenya shillings, which is $1 million less than.
I've got my calculator here. How much?
$2 million is 7 billion shillings. That one I can help you.
No, sorry.
7 billion, which is less by a whole 3.5 billion than both of Uhuru's swearing-in ceremonies. Uhuru's one was 3.5 million. The other one was about 3.2 million. Now this guy has brought it down to 2 million US. Wow. So it's about 200 million Kenya shillings, wow, which is about 7 billion our money. Yeah.
Our president, I don't know how much, I'll have to go back and revisit his cost for his swearing in. But if you think about it, the president of Uganda, Museveni, was president for all of these presidents of Uganda.
From Moi. Moi came in 85, 86. They came at the same time.
Hey, Moi. Moi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many
Moi? Moi was also about 5.
About 5 Mois. Then for Moi Kibaki.
And this is why I'm telling you that watch my guy.
Hey.
Watch Ruto.
Hey.
Ruto is who trained? Who trained Ruto?
Sevo.
No.
Hey, sorry.
Who trained Ruto?
To do what?
To become a politician.
It was our guy.
No. This guy just endorsed him the other day. The original training of enter this thing.
M1.
I thank you. He's Moi trained.
Hey! Hey, thank you. Oh,
He's Moi
so
trained.
wait a minute.
He's Moi trained and brained.
So you're saying we're going to have Moi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Kibaki 1, 2, because he did 2. Then from Kibaki we did Uhuru 1, 2. Which was because there was Kenyatta, so there was Kenyatta. So you're saying Ruto is going to be 1, 2.
Then 3, 4. Because he's a young man.
But nobody can outdo our guy.
Ah, of course not. They are bosses, then they are bosses.
There's generals.
Then it matters of the generals.
Then there's kings.
If you want to see the picture that will make you laugh,
Hey.
it's even disturbing.
Hey.
Is you look at US presidents that have moved,
Hey.
then look at Museveni. From Reagan.
Reagan.
There are many.
There are many.
There are many. If you put on a page, there's PTO.
Police turnover.
The other face is the same, but in a different suit. And then smiling, not smiling, thin.
Then
And now we are here, we are. But we are here, and we love our country. We don't know about you people. You change if you want. No one is stopping you.
yeah, that's where
That's where, okay.
We're not going to change our
For
underwear.
what?
Underwear stays the same.
Stays the same.
I'm really impressed at how far the world has come as far as COVID-19 has come. You notice we don't really talk about it that much anymore. It used to be the topic, it used to be the most used word, vaccine, COVID, what. Then, of course, the vaccines came. They were Sijui, which one did you take? Do you even remember?
Yeah, AstraZeneca.
Then there was Pfizer. Then there was Sijui what?
Then Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson. But China has become the first country in the world to approve inhaled COVID vaccines. You inhale them.
Of like as if cocaine.
An inhaler, for example. You know those inhalers for people who have asthma? Yes. And I think, imagine where we were 2 years ago.
And it had to be China to be the first. They were the cause of the damn problem. So of course they're going to be the first one to come up with something like that. But you know, COVID went back to China very badly.
I hear.
In fact, they were telling me that most factories haven't actually reopened. I think it's a government ploy.
They keep opening, closing,
closing. Yeah, but they're saying that it's a government thing to only open the government-run ones. Because you know, in China, there are like 6,000 companies that do the same thing. 200 of which are owned by government. The other 3,000, whatever, are owned by other people. So they said it's a government play, but I think there are very many companies, factories, that are still closed.
Wow.
So I guess it's a good thing. That,
no, it's great. Cancino is the company that's made this inhaler for COVID-19. It's like a fine mist. It's like a fine mist, and you inhale, and it has exactly the same ingredients as you would have in the normal vaccine.
In the jab.
In the jab.
Is it one of those things like a guy with asthma walks around with just?
But now the details of that I'm not very sure about. But I would assume by the time you're just inhaling it, dude, you can carry it in your pocket and move on with your life.
I guess.
Because remember, the vaccine attacks where the nose and the upper airwaves. That's where it attacks most. So even UK and US, they're studying ways they can get an inhaler of their own and like a fine mist. I think we've come pretty far, man.
Let them take it to Nyege Nyege.
To Nyege Nyege. You really want to talk about Nyege Nyege?
That's where.
Sorry, don't cut. Before you get off that topic, why don't you also talk about the guys who discovered the testing through the years? So as in they do all these things. Unless you don't want to.
In China?
Yeah, you don't know about it?
No. In fact, don't cut. You just tell us on air.
Oh no.
Yes.
No, but you know they used to test for COVID with a swab.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, cut. I mean, don't.
But can we just use it like this?
Yes.
No.
So I take I clap for China.
To be honest, I think COVID is gone, and I think we should stop
I
worrying
still wear a
about
mask though. I still wear a mask sometimes,
it.
Marcus.
But why? When you are every day, you are in Shisanyam. Drunkards. Sitting close to one another, shouting, saying saliva to themselves. When do you wear a mask? When it matters the most, you don't. Now you go and wear a mask in the morning feeling serious. When at night you are exchanging saliva.
In large gatherings, I mean, when there are many people. Even when you talk talking about even when you go to these formal functions, guys all come in masks.
Government functions, yes. Government functions, standard.
After an hour, we can lose one here.
Cut tongues down. But at the beginning, it's very interesting. After when it gets straight to the point, no. You see, what I was saying, I could hear you before. Why do you have to, why must you take it off now? Anyway.
No, but I don't know how true this is, Marcus. And I don't know which country it is. I think, again, it's China, where they can also do the testing for COVID-19 from the bums.
Even get away from there.
I'm serious.
I feel like you already have a swab, yeah.
So instead of sniffing from the nose, you sniff from the bum. Hold it.
But there are some things where you realize it was never going to work in Africa. It never reached here. Yeah. Whose bum are you going to enter? If you can't do the normal things, nose, mouth.
Those are yours.
Get out of here.
Guy, come on, don't you know Gamba?
Wait, this one has COVID. It can come with balance.
Stupid man.
Be careful what you swab in an African's bum.
Okay, let's stick to the inhaler. That's a good one.
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's encouraged.
Do you think they should take it to Nyege?
Nyege Nyege, definitely. Nyege Nyege, let me tell you. And you know the funny thing about all of this, as guys were talking about why Nyege Nyege should be stopped, Simanyi immorality, Simanyi what? At no point did any parliamentarian say such large gatherings are spreaders of COVID. Not even one person talked about that.
Wait a minute. What's her name? What's her name?
Sarah Penny.
Sarah Penny did talk about monkeypox. She said monkeypox. How that ended the conversation, but on the floor of parliament, she said monkeypox.
But you can imagine that one was rubbished by what people were eventually saying was the biggest cause of shutting it down. Biggest reason was immorality. It spreads, promotes immorality, and it cannot therefore mean because it's economic gainer, we should choose money over the morals of our children.
I went to Nyege Nyege. I've been there twice.
3 times.
I've been there twice, boss.
3 times.
Okay, that one I don't remember because...
Ask me, I was there.
You were there the third time?
I was there with you. 3 times.
And to be very honest with you, the layout, and I'm not here promoting them, that's not my point here, but I never saw immorality. I've gone to other functions where people get together, you go with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner. Yeah, of course, maybe you'll kiss and whatnot, but that's not the point of the festival. It's about culture, it's about music, it's about employment. Do you know how much money this event brings into the country?
Tell me. They even distributed the numbers.
$3 million. 3 million. Look at Blankets and Wine. Blankets and Wine does about 2 billion. Now you've got this thing over a course of 4 days. So you multiply and multiply. That's $3 million. That's a lot of money, Marcus. How many jobs is it creating? How many vendors are going to be there? 200 vendors. 700 million shillings had already been spent on the event. Then you want to close it down?
And they said there was about 4,000 jobs from the ecosystem.
Thank you very much.
The entire ginger sells out of chapati. Not to mention what that means for the other people. The eggs that are sold, the flour that is sold, the waraji.
The economic ecosystem.
The ecosystem of it it's remarkable.
Then there's tourism.
Yeah. So for me, and here's my issue with the morality conversation. You said you didn't see any immorality. Me, I saw it. But that's not my point. What I saw as immoral, or what they're trying to refer to as immoral, I see every day in the clubs of Kampala. Every single night. What they're referring to as immoral. So if you're saying Nyege Nyege is immoral,
start with yourself.
We have a problem as a country because that happens every weekend here. And by mean everywhere, starting with the August House to other places.
And you talk about the August House, I was going to go to graft. These guys are grafting every single other day.
That's another level of immorality.
Another level of immorality. Then you have the Ministry of Ethics and Integrity coming out and saying, you're beating the drum. Come on. Not on the floor of Parliament. When you've got bigger problems out over there. You've got this event. Remember?
No, but our children, Gaetano, our children.
Marcus, do you remember
our children?
Do you remember your uncle-in-law, Father Lukodo? Father Lukodo tried to stop Nyege Nyege. What year was it?
2019, before
2019, before COVID. He tried to stop it.
For the same reasons.
For the same reasons. And then it was then Prime Minister...
Rugundo.
Yes. He came out and said this thing must go ahead. Companies have invested. People have bought tickets. All the reasons. So now you're doing deja vu.
All over again.
All over again.
Different players, different stories, different players, different.
Yes.
So you're saying basically that every Nyege Nyege is going to be decided by the Prime Minister. I mean, because even this one had to be decided by the Prime Minister.
Listen, she said no. I've sat down with the organizers, Talent Africa.
She didn't sound like that, even you.
I've sat down with. I don't know how to do her voice.
Okay, good.
Anyway, so she cleared it with the organizers. You must do this. You must do this. No children allowed. You must have security, which is already
it's always there.
It's already there. Roads have been widened. Bichi bichi. Then on Thursday, they said, "Wait a minute. No. How does the Prime Minister, after we have discussed it in Parliament and said no, then go and have a press conference and say it has been cleared? That means you're rubbishing Parliament, which is what we normally do anyway. Parliament is just."
I hate to bring it to you,
this is the
parliamentarians, that you are punching over your weight anyway.
Yeah.
For starters.
Yeah. So to me, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Let the damn thing go on ahead. Let people make their money.
No, but the immorality must reduce.
There is no immorality, Marcus.
Our children, Gaetano, our children.
If you don't want your children to go, tell them not to go. For those of us who want our children, or who children...
We give them condoms. I didn't see that coming. No. Nyege Nyege, like any cultural, diverse festival, will have all kinds of people. Nyege Nyege actually does a lot more for promoting Ugandanness. And what is Ugandanness about? We are fun people, we are loving, we are very hospitable, we are welcoming. Nyege Nyege does more than that than the Ministry of Tourism or UTB will ever do, given 10 billion annually.
Thank you very much.
So from a bigger conversation, you need to, if you're worried about immorality, your worry is bigger than Nyege Nyege. You need to look at the whole country.
Thank you very much.
If that's your worry.
And might I add, there was recently a bankers, African bankers meeting or global bankers organization meeting. Do you know they discussed Nyege Nyege? They discussed the festival of Nyege Nyege, which has become one of the biggest, if not the biggest, right now.
In the region.
In the region?
At least, yes.
So how
I know that.
And then, oh my God, on the floor of Parliament, they go and say, we cannot sell our country just because of money.
Sell how? Sell how?
We cannot sell we cannot sell Uganda and our morals just because of money. You are the same people in Parliament who are given dimes to change the constitution, who are given dimes to pass certain bills, and you're talking about not selling? Please!
Drink beer. Don't get too angry. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Let me inhale the beer.
Yeah, like COVID-X. That one of COVID.
Covisom, my son.
Yeah.
No, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's so bloody.
No. I think that first of all, we cannot keep having this discussion every time Nyege Nyege is going to happen. Look at parliamentarians. Let it go. It's beyond you. It's doing much more than you will ever do for us as a nation. So, chite.
Leave it alone.
Imagine
how many different countries are coming. Germany. Or tourists.
Last Nyege Nyege when we were there.
From Kenya alone, 1,500 people will be flying in.
Yeah, I know all planes are full. In fact, you can't even get accommodation by the first now in the entire western, Bosoga area. Did you know last time when we were there, I don't know if you remember, they showed us a guy from the Netherlands who had who had flown his own private jet.
To come and have a
Nyege. He was there standing, I remember, I could never forget that guy's face. By himself. He flew in a private jet.
Soaking it in.
He was just there. And you know that time when we went at 11 a.m.?
Yes.
And the place was already like this?
Yes.
On the morning after, and we're there wondering now we need to have breakfast. The guy had been there the entire night enjoying himself. Meanwhile, he's a billionaire in dollars. There's about maybe 2 guys next to him, but the rest of Ugandans are hanging around him. Bonga, what? Everybody's treating him like a normal human being. And he said, this is what I came here for. where people are not on Sasa, why billionaire status? What? I came to blast, and I am blasting.
Even the president of FBC, your brother-in-law,
Is it
Peter?
the president?
No, Amuriat.
Hey, Amuriat,
Amuriat.
yes.
Said, you know what? All this hula blue. Let me go.
No,
for
let me go
myself
for- yeah, let me go
and
and
see
see.
what is happening.
So what I realized, and I think that this is a genius move from the organizers of Nyege Nyege. I think they pay some people in parliament to start talking about it. Because every year, sorry, the last 2 times it has happened, this conversation has come up, and it has done more marketing for Nyege than Nyege
So this is
did.
a marketing tool, a marketing scheme?
I think. I think so. Go parliament, make noise.
Of course, it's not
Of
happening.
course it's not happening. Hey, social media wars. Even those who are not sure now are going. Be sure about it.
Isn't that how I went for my first Nyege Nyege?
Because they said no.
Because they had said no. I said, and I went.
Rebellious nature of Gaetano.
That's who we are.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got enough problems as it is in the world.
Also don't tell me I can't
we
have
got
fun.
problems. They tell me I can't have fun because of
Meanwhile, I'm spending my money.
my money, which you are going to eat
Yeah.
with your
Taxes.
taxes. The word Nyege Nyege, they don't even know what the word means.
There's a chick one who they caught her the last time trying to explain it. How do I say it? Chigamba nti
I have that video.
nga
I have that video, Marcus.
Bikubya nsanzemu abasajja abalabika obulungi abaana balina swag abalabika obulungi. Actually I've learned a lot from Nyege Nyege. Just be romantic, lifestyle, fashion. Mufunyeyo ali wali maaso muzungu. Funyeyo muzungu atwala France. Era Nyege Nyege bagikomyewo lwakuba bamutufuniramu nnyo chances ne opportunities. Nnyo ebyokunywa kiriya n'ebyokulya kwegamba nawe ali wonna nga bw'obimanyi. Nyege Nyege, anyway, Nyege Nyege is a Swahili word. Kitegeeza oba nkyogere ntya. Nyege Nyege means oba kiyita batya. How can I explain to you? Anyway, it's a Swahili word. It means
That's where she started.
Do you know what it means?
Nyege Nyege. It means it is a Swahili word, by the way. That she did get right. Break it down for me, because really,
You don't know?
I've nyeged maybe. Do you know what it means?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Nyege 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 Nyege.
Even the
One
word
word.
nyege
is Swahili for honey.
honey.
When they say Gaetano akona nyege.
Gaetano ali. And now you use it.
So it is twice.
And now you use it times 2.
So maybe that's why they think that it's immoral.
Gaetano kubi nyegi.
No. No. Gaetano alina.
Alina. Ali munyegi.
Ali munyegs. Bimutwala. That's the word.
Okay.
So maybe that's why they think that the place is immoral, but Nyege Nyege is just a fun
Do you know?
place. Just relax.
Do you know who should say this thing should happen, and he gets all the credit, and they show how a good negotiator he is? Your son.
Who?
Mohoz. If now Mohoz says it is open,
Nyege Nyege is happening times 2.
you will get points. You get.
Let him just tweet and say, I'm going.
Afande.
Afande, you've heard. Just tweet and say, Nyege Nyege, here we come.
Let him say, I am Nyege.
I am.
Well, not
I'm going for.
I'm going for Nyege.
Yeah, don't
Hey.
now start.
Yeah, bye.
Put us in trouble.
Yeah, you're right. Nyegelicious.
Tuvewa na.
Listen, Managi, we have got to go.
See you at Nyege. We meet at Nyege. Where did we shoot from Nyege?
No. Marcus, every time I've gone for that thing, I've come back with broken. No.
We have shot from Nyege 3 times. We can do one more.
I can't, Marcus.
For your YouTube friends.
Marcus, didn't you carry me out of Nyege the other time?
I did.
You carried
I carried
I
too much of
can't.
you.
I can't.
Yeah.
No. Right. Catch the last round every single week. We have one every single week. We are shooting at none other than Shitsanyama.
Well done. Well done. You said it right.
You'll be fine.
So if you haven't, tell a friend. This channel is The Last Round Uganda. Full words, The Last Round Uganda. Subscribe, like, tell a friend about it. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and the hashtag is The Last Round UG. There it is shortened to UG. Until next week,
We shall catch you.
drink responsibly.
Absolutely.
Don't be immoral. Before we go, I'll first tell you a story of a guy. There's a guy in Bungoma. Do you know where Bungoma is? It's in Kenya. Western Kenya, close to us. I think it might be half Uganda. Anyway, the guy...
Minisikia.
The guy, him and his wife got a brand new baby. So like most families, the mother-in-law comes to visit.
Yes.
The guy impregnated the mother.
He did what?
You have heard me, don't you?
He impregnated.
She kept those things of let me look after your newborn. She's now...
That's what you call keeping it in the family.
I keep telling people, they are men, then they are men.
So now what do you call them? What do you call?
Yeah, so what's that child? What's
What's the
child
child
called?
going to be? Is she going to be the sister to the daughter, or is she going to be, or is that child then going to be the cousin?
No, what's the relationship between the guy and that daughter? Seeing as is your daughter, you are also your aunt. You know, your daughter is also your sister.
She's your son.
I can't.
Oh, that's disturbing.
They are men, sir. Those guys are here saying, but we are men.
Small boys.
Children.